still open. It's classed as a rainbow water, so it's open for the rest of this month, and then it'll close out and the fish will start, spawning, I guess. We are here early in the morning-ish, early-ish, not as early as I would have liked. The weather's nice. It's not the best, but it beats stinking hot sun. It's actually snowed up here a few days ago, and it was quite a bit, but it seems to have melted in the last few days. So we're going to be chasing some rainbow, some brown trout. Who knows, we might even get onto a massive perch, because there are some big redfin perch in here. I have already seen some fish sort of rising out here, and I'm hoping that I can get the fly rod out a bit later if the sun sort of pushes out a little bit. It might be nice to spot a few fish in the shallows and have a cast for those. So yeah, we'll get crack-a-lacking. We'll start heading up the shoreline, up towards the north, and hope to get into some. I know there is some deeper water up that way, and there's also a lot of shallow water, but we've got some shallow surface lures as well, which we'll start flicking around. Yeah, let's get into it. There is this little canal that comes out of the D and runs down over this little dam wall and down through the tunnel, which then leads into Brady's Lake. Brady's Lake's, I'm not sure if that's all year round. I don't think it is. I think it's closed. Yeah, so that's closed at this time of year. And there's normally, you normally get a few fish in this canal here. And there seems to be a few fish rising up in the mouth of it and just down here. So we'll have a crack at those. We're going to start off with a lure today, just a minnow. I'm going to start off with a minnow anyway, and see if I can get a few fish early on this little red and black with a white bottom, a little bit of gold in it as well. So I'm not sure what that's imitating, but I'm just going to say like a small perch or something like that maybe. So yeah, I'm going to give that a crack. Also just like to thank everyone for liking it and subscribing and tagging along in the last few months. Tassie Hub's really sort of stepped it up a notch and hit a milestone that we've been sort of aiming for this year, which is the 10,000 subscriber mark. So we just like to thank you guys for for sharing and liking our page and subscribing, and this video's for you. This video today's for you guys. A bit of a 10,000k special, 10k special today. So yeah, hopefully we can bag a few fish for you today. We just had this small rainbow just sort of swipe at my lure a few times, but completely missed it. So that's a good sign, I suppose. One little fish, sort of just swimming along to my left. There's another one a bit further out, a bit bigger as well, maybe a panty. So seeing a lot of fish straight away is probably pretty good, I guess. Yeah, we'll keep casting around here. Just a small fish, but it's a fish. Small rainbow, I think it is. Yep, just a tiny rainbow. I'll leave this one in, I don't need the net, so yeah. Fat little rainbow. Get him off there. So this thing's got a lot of strength in it, so we're just going to quickly chuck him back in. But have a look at that, guys. That's a tiny little rainbow, but it's so fat for its size. It's obviously been feeding pretty well in here, so we'll get her back in nice and quick. Straight back in here. And there she goes. Cool. nice little start to the day. If we can get yeah, get a few more bigger ones than that, that'd be awesome, because I know there are some really nice fish in this lake. We're just in the little sort of canal at the moment, so I expect a few of those little fish to be hanging around in here. But yeah, good start. Let's get another one. Got our second one on here, another little rainbow. Probably, you know, probably a hatchling from a couple of years ago, I'd say. Just a little fish. They're also fat though. Get this one in. I don't think we need a net for this fish either, so it's only small. Oh, there we go. Second rainbow for the day. I've only been here 10 minutes. But as I said, they're not huge fish, but good fun though, nonetheless. Come back out here. There's my pop was up here a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks ago, or probably maybe a month ago now. Just visiting some friends that live up here, that own a shack up this way. And yeah, he spent 3 or 4 days fishing here in his boat. Got nothing, and then the last day in the morning he got one of these small rainbow, I think. So I don't think it's been fishing overly well. But you know, you just never know if you don't go. Get another one. So we've left the canal. We're just going to head up the shore towards the north into what's the name for it? Bloody, there's an actual name for this bay, but can't remember what it's called. It might be Metmore, maybe. I think it might be Metmore. So we're gonna head up that way. You know, it's a bit of a hike to some of the deeper water, but once you get there, you know, you're definitely truly blessed with some good conditioned fish, and yeah, some really nice landscape. So yeah, you just gotta, you know, grit your teeth sometimes and just get there, because, and as I said before, a boat would be easier, so much easier, but unfortunately, you know, boats are a bit expensive at the moment, and you know, we do enjoy our walking, Jess and I. Not no, we do like our walking. Jess and he really likes his walking, and I'm sort of getting a bit over the walking side of things, but you know, sometimes you just gotta grit your teeth and keep pushing. So you know, the rewards could be really good. So yeah, we'll keep tracking, and I'll talk to you guys soon. So just a little update. We've been walking for probably, I don't know, maybe a couple of kilometres, I'd say, up along the shore here now. I haven't been fishing. I just want to try and get right up sort of where I know there's a bit of sort of cliffy, deeper edges. Like, it is a shallow bay, but for using minnows and stuff, it's like the perfect sort of depth, which is a bit of deeper water. So yeah, well, I have seen a couple of fish just feeding off the top along here. I don't think they're big fish, but you know, later on, probably in another half an hour time, probably sit down and have a bit of a breather, have a look around, have something to drink, like some water or even a beer. I think I've got my beer in my bag, sneaky beer. Yeah, we'll chuck a fly. We might even chuck a fly on and give that a raz on the way back, because I want to sort of work the way back along the shore with the fly rod, because I suppose later in the day here, I think the fish start to feed a lot better. But yeah, it's slow going. Like the bush, there was a fire that sort of spread through here a few years ago, and it burned a lot of this out, which made it so much easier to access. It's kind of grown back, which is good for the animals and the, you know, and the bush here, but it's definitely made it a lot harder to walk back along here again. But yeah, we'll just keep going, slow going. Well, I don't think we're too far really from some of the deeper water, so I'll check back in very shortly. The D's are very, it has got a lot of snags along the water's edges as well. So it does make it a little bit hard to fish. But I mean, if you can sort of get out over it with some shallow lures, you could be doing okay. I reckon there's been a fish just working this area here, because there's a lot of sort of fish spit bubbles on top of the surface just in front of me here. So I reckon there might be a fish in this area here somewhere just feeding. I might stop here for a few minutes and have a look, see if I can't spot him or her. So as you can see, I've made it up a bit further along. It's getting sort of more narrower and narrower, this lake, right in the top end here. Yeah, so my aim is just to sort of walk along here. It gets pretty deep off these little cliffs, which is good. I've already seen a couple of nice fish follow me in back down along here a little bit, which is good. Good sign. Yeah, I'll keep working along these deep edges, and hopefully we can get a couple of nice rainbow. That'd be nice, or just any fish, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's just looking pretty nice along here. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here and have a breather for 5 or 10 minutes. Switch over to a spoon. So I reckon a spoon whip that out nice and far. Bring it across the water there. I reckon, you know, something might chase it from out a bit deeper. There's this massive swarm of like swans, big flock of swans in front of me, just watching me at the moment. Yeah, a bit annoying really, because I know my spoon's probably going to go about that far out, so I'll have to wait till they move on before I can get the spoon out there. Yeah, there's a lot of wildlife around here, a lot of native hens, a lot of swans, a lot of ducks. There's an eagle, there's a white-bellied sea eagle flying around over there. I'm pretty sure he's been a resident here for about 30 years. Yeah, it's just nice to sit down and give the shoulders a rest, because yeah, my shoulders are absolutely killing me at the moment. The old shoulders aren't getting any younger, that's for sure. Just nice to sit down and take it all in. It really is a nice part of the lake up the top end here. It's just, yeah, it's calm, not much wind, peaceful, pretty glassy. Like, I'm surprised I haven't seen any fish on the surface here. Might be just a different part of the day, like I said before. They're probably just a bit more of a dusk feeder, especially in these shallows. No doubt about it. I mean, if a fish sees this pink lure, it's going to chase it, or yeah, at least follow it. So, haven't really seen much action up this end of the lake. I was just standing out on these logs here, back off this deep water, just, you know, getting some casts out into the deep and bringing in, and then just from the left, this actually really solid brown trout just slowly cruising along down deep. You know, and by the looks of the head, it looks like it's a pretty solid male. He seen my line and he tried to chase my line, thinking it might have been something to eat, but then he seen my lure and done a few twists and turns, followed it in slowly. Wasn't overly interested in this colour scheme that I've got. So, and he hasn't seen me yet, so he's not spooked. So he's just cruising up and down this edge, I think. So I'm going to swap over to a soft plastic and see if we can get him on a soft plastic, because yeah, this would be a great fish to sort of cap off a shit season for myself. No, I'd love to get this fish. It'd be good to get it and show you guys. So let's swap over and see what we can do. Finally onto a good fish here. This looks like a nice brown trout too. Oh yeah, lovely, finally. Yeah, just flicked over near that stick sticking out there with the soft plastic, and this fish hit the lure, hit the soft plastic like immediately. So see if I can get my net off. There we go. Get off there. Good job. Yeah, it's not bad. Nice fish. Yeah, nice. Woo! Beauty. It's, I'll get this fish off and try and get a bit of a better picture for you guys. So guys, I actually thought it was a snag straight away because I cast so close to those sticks. I thought I was going to get stuck on it, but turns out this brown trout just yeah, come straight out of there and smashed onto the soft plastic. So not a bad little brown. Good fish really, £1.5 pounds I'd say. Let's get him back in the water. It's actually quite hard to get, you know, good images and good shots when you're on your own, to be honest. This fish is just sucking his air back in, so that water is so cold. Oh, Jesus. It's like ice. There he goes. She's just swimming back out there. She's probably a bit stunned about what's going on, but she's swimming off perfectly fine. So yeah, awesome. Got on the board. A decent one anyway. Let's get another one. Should have to be the smallest redfin I have ever seen. It's like the size of my pinky. Sorry, I went to show you guys, but he jumped back in the water. I didn't get it on my lure. He was just sort of sitting on the bank here. He was only like a couple inches long, I reckon. But you could tell it was a redfin because of the red tail and that. There's plenty of them in here, so yeah. Just had a fish. Try to take my soft plastic right at the water's edge. I think it was a rainbow too, so just come out of nowhere out that little bit of deep water there. Just hit it, but didn't stick, so see if he comes back. Definitely giving me a lot more confidence for the trip back to the car, because you know, I've seen, since I put this soft plastic on, I've seen a few fish up here now. I actually backtracked and went back up towards the north of the lake a little bit just to see if I could see those bigger ones again, but haven't seen those. But I got that nice fish a minute ago and just had another swipe from a rainbow, so it's things looking up. Guess I'm just a bit more excited than usual because my last like 3 or 4 months of fishing has been absolutely atrocious. Haven't really done any good. I think I got one fish in 3 months. Jessney was catching fish left, right and centre, basically, you know. Anyway, I'm here on my own and I've got 3 today and chance to catch more. Just really making a bit of a funny noise. So I went to the damn wall. I didn't really like the look of it. There was a lot of foam and stuff there for fish food and whatnot, but didn't see a single fish working the top at all. So I come back about halfway up the lake, and I've come down this track here. Funny enough, me and my parents and siblings used to camp here about probably, I'd say at least 25 years ago. Because my nan and pop used to live just down the Trout, just down the road a little bit. They lived here for about probably 30 years, I reckon. So obviously we came up here a lot when we were young, and stayed at nan and pop's place, and we used to come camping up here at Christmas. And it's actually a really nice little campsite. Like, there's a good little fireplace here overlooking the lake, and the track in is really easy. You know, there's no full driving or nothing, which is good. And it's still, yeah, just a pristine little camp spot. Like, it's, you know, there's plenty of space here, plenty of room. You could actually get a caravan in here if you wanted to come here with a caravan. But yeah, it's just a pristine spot here. So I thought I'd pull in here for old time's sake and have a cast. I have seen a fish already rising just out front here, which is cool. But I'll probably head up the point, just up here a little bit. I know there's some good little rock fishing up there, so I'll head up there shortly and have a crack. And keep saying I'm going to get this fly rod out, but I just haven't done it yet. So we'll have a go here. Pretty funny actually. My old man made this long drop, yeah, when we used to camp here, and it's still bloody here, even though the fires have ravaged this area. It's funny to see the old long drop still sitting here. That's mad. Probably still gets used too by the looks of it. So there you have it, guys. Another D Lagoon episode done and dusted. Couldn't think about what to say there. So yeah, we ended up with 3 fish today. Nothing massive, you know, probably best fish being about 1.5 pounds. Did see some decent fish further up into the lake, but it was pretty hard going when you're sort of on your own, and you know, your chances of catching fish are lessened simply because you haven't got your teammate there. But you know, that's all good though. Like, you know, it was still good to get up here and have a flick around, especially when, you know, I absolutely love this place. Growing up here when I was young, but yeah, the fish just weren't on today. So, but anyway, you know, fishing goes like that sometimes. So we got a long track home, probably 2.5 hour drive home. There's a few animals around, and I think there will probably be a bit of ice on top of the mountains and that. So I'll definitely be taking it easy on the way home. So yeah, stay tuned for some more fishing videos to come along. And yeah, thanks for all tuning in. Cheers.